Well, we joined on the line on the Sport Rack with Liesl Schoonraad, who is a South African strongwoman. Liesl, welcome to the Sport Rack.
Thanks very much, Kevin.
Liesl, the misconception often is that strong people are not necessarily athletes, but it is very much a sport, isn't it?
It's definitely a sport. Unfortunately, not a very big sport in South Africa as yet, but just being involved in the sport for a couple of months now, I've realized how much the sport's growing, and it's really exciting. It's a huge international sport, but South Africa, it's still up and coming.
5 years ago, you would never have seen yourself in this position. How did you get into it?
I wouldn't have looked at myself into this position 2 years ago, never mind 5 years ago. I basically got into it by accident. I just got fed up with myself turning 40 and, being unfit and not doing anything, just not having a life. And I thought, no, this is nonsense. I need to get my butt off the couch, and joined the gym, started training to do the Robben Island swim, which I did to raise awareness around cerebral palsy, and managed to do that on my 40th birthday. And while I was training for this in the gym, one of the trainers came up to me and he said, you're really intimidating. And I couldn't understand what he was talking about. And he said, the weight that I train with is not average for a woman, never mind a man. And I never realized this. I wasn't looking around seeing what the other people train with. I was just doing what I felt the next day. At least I had a good session. This is when I realized I've got the strength, and I thought, well, then let me do something with it. And I've always been a huge World's Strongest Man follower on television. And I know that there's been a World's Strongest Woman competitions held, so I thought, maybe I should give this a go and see if maybe this is something I'm good at.
Well, just to put things in perspective, if you give someone an idea of what you train with, for example, the one-armed row, and I believe your leg press is pretty impressive.
My one-arm row at the moment, I've gone up to a 65 kg dumbbell. on average, I train with about a 50, then I do a good 10, 12 reps. 3 sets. And my leg press, my record's 640 kgs. I had an Achilles injury in December, which I'm, I think, just about recovered from, and I've built my strength up back to 450. So I think, I'll hit the 500s by next week, and then I need to get myself back onto where I was.
That is significantly impressive. And you're doing all of this very much with an eye to cerebral palsy awareness.
Absolutely. Cerebral palsy awareness, the one night that I was sitting on the couch and feeling very fed up with myself and not using my body physically, there was a program that came on, a documentary on cerebral palsy, and I saw these kids wanting to get up and run, and they couldn't. And I thought, here I am, fully capable, and I'm not. I'm sitting on the couch like a lazy butt. I really got almost fed up with myself of not doing this. And there's these kids, as I said, with cerebral palsy, wanting to, and they're not able to. So I've met the most incredible people who have cerebral palsy all across the globe. I've been very active on Twitter and Facebook, and they're such an inspiration. These people never complain about going through muscle aches and pains, and those type of things I keep in the back of my mind when I'm training, and it feels like my body is going to explode. And I just keep thinking, you know what, this is temporary. These people live with this on a daily basis. You've got no excuse. Pull yourself together.
Yeah. You have a big goal going forward as well in terms of your sport.
Yes, I'm training at the moment. Very exciting. We're having our first SA Strongest Woman competition on the 1st and 2nd of September at Gold Reef City in Johannesburg. And it's really exciting because the sport, as I said, is growing so fast at the moment, and there's this competition being held. So it's really exciting.
And if people want to get in touch with you, they can do so on Facebook?
They can do it on Facebook, Twitter. I've got a website called Strong for Charity, not FOR charity, but the number 4, strongforcharity.co.za. And I'm on Twitter and Facebook as Liesl Schoonraad. So you can contact me through there.
Fantastic. Well, Liesl, thank you so much for all the work that you're doing.
Thanks, Kevin.
Oh, and I believe that just in parting, you have a motto that you live by.
Oh, absolutely. It's very symbolic. I think the pulls that I did, the truck pull and the aeroplane pull, you put a harness on, life's tough. There's no way than just moving forward. Standing still is not going to get you anywhere. So it's put your head down. No matter how heavy the load, just keep going forward. Eventually we'll get where you need to be and the load will become lighter.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Liesl.
Thanks, Kevin.